at Caulfield.
Righto, John, thank you. Getting ready for the first event on the program on a blustery day in Melbourne town. Very strong southerly breeze blowing. Favourite is McBeal. Second pick, Will Try It as Lady of the Dance on course, and My Lavinia is on the easy side. Most of them ready. Final Vixen, My Lavinia are set. We await Shannon Royale to move up into the gates, and also Count Back, who'll take the outside gate for Kieran McAvoy. Track in good order, 4.23 the penetrometer, and the rail out 6 metres as it was for the last time here on Caulfield Cup Day. So one to come up, and that'll be Count Back. McBeal, winner at Flemington in good style last time out, has Mark Zara on board. The last to move in now is Count Back, coming to the outside barrier stored, and they're all in set to go. First on the program, track is good, and they're off in the first. Lovely start too, with McBeal jumping nicely but steadying early, and Lady of the Dance immediately went at the front. Over My Lavinia settling a lot handy. She's going to be up in front on the outside of the leader, settling down. McBeal's third on the inside, and then came Shannon Royale in fourth placing, a length and a half to the grey Hunkadarry, followed by Count Back and Final Vixens at the tail of the field. They've got about 1,300 metres to go, climbing the hill, and Lady of the Dance left alone by a length and a half. My Lavinia is second, McBeal third the inside. They're followed by Shannon Royale fourth on the outside with some cover. Hunkadarry's on the inside, being trailed by Count Back and 2 lengths to Final Vixen. The 7 mares top the rise at the back of the course, and out in front and doing it stylishly is Lady of the Dance, out by more than 2 lengths. Not happy with the pace as a rider of Count Back, and it quickly whips up on the outside and gets to second. My Lavinia gets a trail third. McBeal is tucked away fourth the inside. One to Shannon Royale, Hunkadarry, and Final Vixen on the outside last of the 7. Coming up the side past the 800 metre mark, and Lady of the Dance about a length and a half in front. Count Back is second, McBeal is third, and on the outside is My Lavinia, followed by Final Vixen, who makes a sharp move from the back and quickly goes into third placing now, and then Shannon Royale and Hunkadarry. Lady of the Dance has been left alone though, and she comes to the turn about a length in front. Count Back is second, and third placing to Final Vixen. McBeal is just scrubbed along fourth the inside, and My Lavinia fifth and hard ridden, and then Shannon Royale. Lady of the Dance cuddled around the turn by Wheeler, led by a length here from Count Back, and McBeal's got up behind the leader but just can't quite get into the clear galloping room. And then Final Vixen, it's Lady of the Dance in front. McBeal gets into the clear. Lady of the Dance from McBeal, Final Vixen and Count Back, 4 across the line. McBeal is coming home the best near the inside, and McBeal wins it by a half length to Count Back second, Final Vixen or Lady of the Dance third, and then Shannon Royale, My Lavinia and a long break Hunkadarry last in. McBeal wins again, number 2, ridden by Mark Zara, trained by Tony McAvoy, to pay around 210 and 140 on Super Tab. Count Back grabbing second, $4.50, and it'll be Final Vixen in third placing on the outside. It's 2, 3, and the third number's about to be Semaphore. They've run 150, third placing to number 6. So it's 2, 3, 6 official, and the time 1 minute and 50 seconds. Well, she's racing in great form, McBeal. She had a crazy run fourth on the inside, cover from that wind up the side of the course, and then it was just a matter of waiting for a little bit of luck in the straight, which came quickly for her, and she sprinted fast in the last 200, particularly the last 150, and has beaten Count Back and third to Final Vixen. Lady ahead, and 150 even was the time on race number 1.
Now Dark Emperor goes in, Mighty Icon is set, and they're all on the barrier stool set ready to go, and we can stand by for a start. They are about to break. Lights goes on. Mighty Icon, black and green colours, pretty easy to spot, and they're racing. Mighty Icon on the outside began well. Princess Georgia came out, dipped and was put straight out of the race at the tail of the field. Dark Emperor's going for speed in the early part and will lead. Solemnity's driving through, and Flash Valentine third. Mighty Icon is fourth, going around the first corner, and the pace is a cracker. 2.5 to Crown Approval, and Princess Georgia's tailed right off. At the 800 metres mark, and Dark Emperor steadied the leader. A length over Flash Valentine. Solemnity third on the rail. 2 lengths away, Mighty Icon in 4th position. 2.5 to Crown Approval, and about 5 to Princess Georgia, picking up good territory. Inside the 600, approaching the turn, Dark Emperor. 1/2 to Flash Valentine, moving closer. So is Mighty Icon. He's peeling out 3 deep on the point of the bend. Solemnity's on the fence behind them from Crown Approval and Princess Georgia. In the straight, and Dark Emperor led at the 300. Flash Valentine in the middle, and Mighty Icon on the outside. Solemnity's trying to get off the fence. No room, and Mighty Icon went to Dark Emperor and hit the front inside the 200. No room, Solemnity, then Flash Valentine, but it's Mighty Icon in front with 100 metres left to go, holding Dark Emperor, and Mighty Icon went home to beat Dark Emperor. 3rd home, Flash Valentine, then the luckless Solemnity, Crown Approval behind them, and Princess Georgia, which got into trouble as soon as the gates open, is about 4 off at the rear and did a pretty good job to finish where it did. Number 1, Mighty Icon, the winner, ridden by Mick Pelling, $2 and 140. 4 Dark Emperor, 340, and there'll be no third for number 6, Flash Valentine, and the numbers will read 1, 4 and 6, and they are official. 2 was 4th, and that was Solemnity, which is still trying to get out near the fence, had no luck. So the numbers are 1, 4, 6 and 2. Number 1, the winner, Mighty Icon, ridden by Mick Pelling. 2nd goes to 4, Dark Emperor, made a bold effort to lead all of the way. Shane Treweek. 6th, 3rd, Flash Valentine, ridden by Jason Taylor, and 2 was 4th, Solemnity. Well, Mighty Icon put the writing on the wall with a very good second to Grandway Shogun. Prior to that, he'd beaten Mr. Scandalous at the coast, and prior to that, he'd run 2nd to Horrocks up at the Sunshine Coast. So at the end of the day, he certainly had the right form to the race. There was nice speed on. Pelling rode him patiently, wound him up on the point of the corner, and he finished strongly to win. 2nd horse, Dark Emperor, made a bold effort to lead all of the way, and 3rd, Flash Valentine, Solemnity, had no luck. The winner scored by a length, with a half length between 2nd and 3rd. The time was 1:11.56, and the class record here is also the track record, Stylish Century. I don't know whether they'll ever break that, will they? 1:8.34. 1:8.34 Stylish Century ran here, and what a run that was.
Significant support to say that Takas is going to run a race. Choiseur is the popular pick, is short on the total, $1.70. They've been betting black on track for the last 15 minutes. $1.70, $1.20. A number 4 Takas, the Quest for Fame youngster, $7.70 and $2.20. That's been the only one really spoken about against Choiseur. Track looks in beautiful order, raced very well here on Thursday night. And like Thursday night, the rail in its true posse. And the babies are just about ready for the first. Half Hennessy has drawn the inside. That'll bring back memories to some of our older listeners and viewers. A winner of a Summer Cup back in 1957. The old Half Hennessy. Just about right here. And they're off in the first. Miss Bowie a little slowly away, and Choiseur didn't jump well, is back 4th last. And the early leader is Shehab from Athol North, and then Achievable, followed closely by Shanghai Dawn. Highest is making ground, then Half Hennessy Takas. Choiseur is next between horses as they sort themselves out. Miss Bowie is getting back now, followed by Gleam and Lakeside Folly at Absolute as rain falls. They race along towards the 650, and Shehab with the mouth wide open is the leader. About a half length or so. 2nd Posse is Achievable. Shanghai Dawn is wider out 3rd, and then Athol North. Choiseur is out off the track, followed closely by Highest, and then Half Hennessy. Miss Bowie and then Takas would need to get a spurt on from Gleam, Lakeside Folly, and Rain Falls is last. The newcomer Shehab first for home, more than a length. Achievable, followed by Shanghai Dawn, and then on the inside Athol North, and the favourite Choiseur is out very, very wide, still making some ground. Shehab taken on by Athol North, and then comes Achievable, and Choiseur looks as though it might run out of ground. Athol North hits the front. Choiseur flying, won't get there. Athol North from Choiseur, and on the inside was Shehab and Miss Bowie in company with Takas, and Achievable pulling up quickly in the run on with Half Hennessy behind those. And then came another 2 lengths off Lakeside Folly, Highest, Gleam, Rain Falls, and Shanghai Dawn was Absolute. Number 5 has won the first of the day, and that is Athol North, ridden by Danny Beasley. Number 5, Athol North, Danny Beasley. Welcome home, Danny, after a short stint in Macau. And obviously the family preferred the Sydney lifestyle to Macau, and Dan packed up, came home, and here he is, booting Tiger Hollands, gelding Athol North to the line to win and pay $14 upwards on the tote in New South Wales and $3.10. Well, Schwarzer, he missed the kick. He was about third last out. He was wide all the way. He battled on well. He was doing better than anything else in the last 50 metres, but the post loomed up a little too closely. Number 5 is first, Athelnoth, D. Beasley, 14.70 and 3.10. Second goes to number 1, Schwarzer, ridden by Larry Cassidy, 1.20. And number 3, Shehab, a nice debut, ridden by Hugh Bowman, 5.50. Number 4 ran fourth, and that was Stks, got home well. The Quinella is 10.50, exact at $20.70, trifecta 284.30, and the first 4 $1,385.30. The time was 1:05.01. The record's 1:04.85 to Phoenix Park. 35.75 was the sectional time.
Good on you, Ian. Thank you. Well, that's a popular win all round by Athelnoth, who ran right up to his very good third at huge odds to Blur on the 29th of December. He started that day at 300 to 1, today at $14. Congratulations to the owners, Betty Lane, Vince Coles. Vince hasn't been in the best of health in the last couple of years. I'm delighted to see him at the races today to greet Athelnoth. And Tiger Holland himself is a part owner. Tiger trains the horse at Royal Randwick, and he puts the polish on them as well as anybody, Tiger Holland. And welcome back, Danny Beasley. Okie doke.
Coming up into the line as you join us, John. This is very short. Sanachi did bolt in last start at Flemington, but still has only won the 2 from 21 and 1 placing in 5 outings here, but it was a dominant win at Flemington last time out, and the punters are happy to rally to Sanachi. Clear top pick. A Class Act and Grange Hill second and third favourites on course, but Sanachi completely dominating the race. She opened well into the red on the tote at $1.40. He's got out to around $1.70 now. Bookies weren't too much more generous than that through betting either. Now Grange Hill moved up into the line, and one to come in, that is Sportique, and we'll have them right to go in the second. 2.36 the first, McBeal winning again. Set to run, race 2. Light flashes, 1400. They're off and racing. Beautiful Dispatch. Noel Brissell jumped okay. In the early stages, Sanachi's going forward, trying to find the lead, and does so comfortably. Grange Hill got away well, and so did a Class Act, and Sportique settles off them 5th from our Riesling and Quietly Adamant. Sanachi led, slowed the tempo, and Grange Hill moved up and joined her ahead away the outside. Noel Brissell is third on the inside. A Class Act, the rider in some trouble there as it eases back, and on the outside is Captive Bird. They're followed by Sanachi, the outside of a Class Act, who's now back to third last, followed by our Riesling Quietly Adamant. At the 750 up the side, Sanachi in front dictated the terms and led by about a neck. Grange Hill is second, third is Noel Brissell. Captive Bird over on the outside in 4th placing, 2 lengths to Sportique, a Class Act the rail, and then our Riesling and Quietly Adamant. It's Sanachi coming up towards the turn, hasn't done a great deal at all. It's had a loaf in front, led by a half length at the 400. Grange Hill second, Noel Brissell has followed the favourite, third the inside, and then Captive Bird, a Class Act Sportique, and then our Riesling and Quietly Adamant. Sanachi came away from the rail, but led Grange Hill in the straight. Noel Brissell is making some ground along the inside, and then Captive Bird. Sanachi shaken up at the 100-metre mark. Grange Hill sticks on well, but Sanachi holds her at bay, and then Noel Brissell, and Sanachi's going to be too good and leads all the way for Kieran McAvoy. Sanachi beat Grange Hill, Noel Brissell third. Sportique made a little ground into 4th placing. Then our Riesling, Captive Bird, Quietly Adamant, and a Class Act who met some trouble in the mid-stages of that race, dropped out to finish last of all.
Right, Greg, thank you. 328, soft wind to the favourite, $1.60, $1. Grange Hill, 180. Noel Brissell third, $2.80. Okay. There's Sanachi going to the line with McAvoy taking hold in the last 40 or 50 metres. Now, Gold Coast, what's happening up there? Riders legged up, and they're parading prior to race 2. Bo Bello, 690.
There's a good bit of speed in the race. I think you'll see Prince Hakeem winning today.
So as they move into the gates, I'd have to say the horse that's handled the heat the best going into the stalls for this race is Bo Bello. Lunchtime Legend and Flying Sparks are absolutely drenched. So is Danehill Star as he's about to come up into the gates. Bow Bell. In the funny, these three horses, Lunchtime Legend, Flying Sparks and Danehill Star, sweating profusely. Bow Bellow still got the shine on his coat, as he had when they let him into the enclosure. Doesn't always work out. But some are going to handle this heat here today and some are not. They're all set to run. Gates open, off and racing now. Bow Bellow off the inside, one of the first to go. Fenway Park and Stranger began quickly. Damigos is outside those in the early part, followed by Danehill Star, Lunchtime Legend. Then Shah Aztec, then Macon Tracks, getting back Flying Sparks, Naked Eye and Motivate. At the top corner, 950 metres to go and Stranger's going quickly. He's 1.5 to Danehill Star and the pace a cracker. 2 to Fenway Park and ahead to Migos, fourth the outside. 2 to Lunchtime Legend, followed by Macon Tracks over on the rails. Then came Bow Bellow, then Shah Aztec and Motivate. Flying Sparks back second last and he's 4 wide. Last of all, Naked Eye. 500 to go coming to the bend. It's Stranger on the inside and Danehill Star leading together. Fenway Park third, followed by Damigos, Lunchtime Legend. Motivate next, Bow Bellows next on the rails as they turn. Danehill Star dashed to the lead at the top of the straight. Damigos got after him quickly, then Lunchtime Legend, Fenway Park, Motivate, and then came Shah Aztec, then Flying Sparks. Danehill Star in front at the 200. Damigos and Lunchtime Legend are coming at it. It's Lunchtime Legend on the outside. Damigos and Danehill Star. Danehill Star's kicking. Lunchtime Legend has a dive at him and got him, I think. I think Lunchtime Legend's just beaten Danehill Star and Damigos. Fourth home in the race, either Flying Sparks or Motivate together. The next home behind those, Bow Bellow, followed by Naked Eye. A long way back, Fenway Park, Shah Aztec. And last home was Macon Tracks. I think Lunchtime Legend here. Danehill Star the fence, Damigos the middle, Lunchtime Legend the outside. And the three of them came to the line, and I think Lunchtime Legend, did he get there? And here comes another bound. Hello, another kick on the fence. I think Lunchtime Legend. And 6 has got it. 6 gets it. 6 Lunchtime Legend. Starthy Katsitas has just got up here. 5 Danehill Star, Jim Burns second. 11 Damigos, Michael Carl third. 10 fourth Motivate, 8 fifth Flying Sparks. The numbers are 6, 5, 11 and 10. And what a race that was. Danehill Star dashed to the front around the corner and led from Stranger. That enough. Damigos
with his call of race 2 in Sydney.
Okay, lads, thank you, John. Thank you, Matt. And the second of the day, this newcomer, Zeditave, is all the rage. $1.80, $1.10 on the dam side. Going back to the third dam, Toltrace, who was a great mare. And, of course, John Hawkes had a great association with her, didn't he? So what will Zeditave do here? First of the day went to 5 Athelnoth, beat 1 Choiseul and 3 Shehab and 4 and 4th. And a steward's report into Choiseul said that going to the first corner, the saddle started to shift back a little on the horse, and then from there on it started to roll a wee bit, and Larry Cassidy had to use the left leg to try and balance up the rolling saddle, and the horse was a little erratic in the straight, so under the circumstances it was probably a fair thing beaten, and missed the kick too. But the saddle started to shift going to the first corner. All right, they're all set here. And they're off in the second race of the day. And Magic Duck jumped out very, very speedily and leads by a couple of lengths on Linga Longer as they settle. The favourite Zeditave a length away third, followed by Collaroy, and immediately dropping out to last in the small field is Handel. They come along past the 900 and the leader is Magic Duck, out by about 2 lengths or so on Linga Longer. In third position, Collaroy just shading the favourite Zeditave and Handel a length and a half further back. Towards the 700 they go. There's no change in the order, and the leader is Magic Duck for Brad Pengelly. Magic Duck's about a length and a half on Linga Longer. Collaroy is running the third. Zeditave in fourth position by the 600, being pushed along a little by Rodney Quinnar, and Handel quietly ridden by Glenn Boss at the rear. Down round to the corner. They've got 400 metres to go. And Magic Duck slips away. Magic Duck by 3 Lingalonga. 4 Collaroy. Zeltrice is being desperately ridden, and only one behind the hot pot, and that is Handel straightening up. And Magic Duck to the 200 metres. Magic Duck's gone further in front. About 4 lengths on Lingalonga, Handel, and forget all about Zeltrice. But Magic Duck in front is getting a little bit tired. In fact, the second horse, Lingalonga, gets within 2.5 lengths of the Duck. But it's Magic Duck winning it well from Lingalonga, Handel, and Zeltrice fourth. Collaroy fifth and last. Well, they did the right thing pulling it out here on Thursday night. And saving it for today, and the little Malcolm Johnston filly, Magic Duck, for Mr. Pepe and Mrs. C. Bonacordo. And Bradley Pengelly have led all the way by Magic Ring from Mother's Delight. And I think Mother's Delight might have been out of Magic Duck, Mother Duck. Yeah, so that line has done very, very well. And of course, Mr. and Mrs. Pepe Bonacordo are, of course, their business is ducks. So congratulations to all concerned. 3, 4, 1 and 5, and the favourite was disappointing, Zeltrice. The winner, 5, 10 and 240. Number 4 second, Lingalonga, has paid 280. No third for number 1, Handel. 1460 Quinella. 2880 was the 2680 exacta. 2680, 4260 the trifecta, and the first 43415, $88. The time for the race, 1:13:39. That's a new class record. Gee, I tell you what, the class record's been smashed completely. 1:14:15 was the previous, held by King's Dilemma on a dead track back in 92, and the sectional run here, 34:87. So it is 3, 4, 1 and 5. Magic Duck first, Lingalonga second, Craig Agnew, 1 Handel, Glen Boss third, Zeltrice looking for obviously further racing and further distance. That's the story on race number 2. Margins to follow.
Brad Pengelly
on the Tate, of course, now into 440 on Super Tab behind Chowpai at $2.90. Here's Wonder Worker now coming up into the stalls. The other horse that has attracted a lot of supporters, Yelled, number 12, but at much better odds at $6.20. And Delago Brom has had support on track 2. It's at $8.10. Yell is ready. Obi-Wan Kenobi to come up into the line. Smart and Mighty is ready, or about to be set now as he goes into a gate near the outside. Been discussion about the correct pronunciation of the toppy, but I spoke to Alan Bader this morning and he tells me he calls it Chowpai, so we'll stick with Chowpai according to Alan's summation of the pronunciation. It's going to run favourite on track. Civics held favouritism for much of the betting, but Chowpai now number 1 pick ahead of him with Yell, a solid third favourite. Interesting race, a lot of first starters, been a lot of tips in the race. Good mail about Yell, Wonder Worker, Delago Brom, and particularly Civics, who's had the 4 trials, placed in 2 of them. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi they're working on at the moment to come up into a middle gate. Plenary Indulgence has the outside, it's ready. All in with the exception of this one, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Barrier attendants working on him, and he goes now, so they're all in and set to go. The Rancher Plate, 1,000 metres, rearing over near the outside, Delago Brom. It's played up in the gates. There was an attendant right in there though. Rider's not happy, and I don't think he's down in the saddle properly yet. Now he's taking up the irons better. Starter still on the platform, light flashes. Off. Chowpai jumped well, so did Milkshake in the middle of the line. Wonder Worker got away very fast, and Plenary Indulgence shows pace. Civics are settling a fair way back on the inside. They put 200 astern, and Yell goes through, immediately tackled by Chowpai the outside, and Wonder Worker settled third the inside rail. 2 lengths away then came Royal Rule, Delago Brom on the outside and Plenary Indulgence wider still. 2 to Civics, Milkshake, and they're followed by Fuji well back, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi and Smart and Mighty last of all. Yell on the inside, and on the outside Chow Pai coming around the turn in front of Delago Brom, wide of Plenary Indulgence, followed by Wonder Worker and Civics. Well in the straight now, and Chow Pai with a narrow advantage. Delago Brom's coming home well on the outside, and Yell is battling back on the inside, clear of Civics, 100 to go. And it's Delago Brom striking the lead now and pulling away. Delago Brom racing clear, and Delago Brom came away and won it by 2 lengths. Wonder Worker will grab second, Yell the inside, a close third, and then Chow Pai and Civics, followed further back by Milkshake, and then Obi-Wan Kenobi. Long break to Smart and Mighty, Plenary Indulgence, Fuji, and last to finish is Royal Rule.
Steve Arnold on the winner, Delago Brom, $8.60 and $2.40. And it's a photo for the placing. 7 and a photo. Race 3 Caulfield. Confirm them shortly. Now we've got a New Zealand race hot on our heels here. And we'll be crossing there at any tick of the clock. This is race 12 from Awapuni. It's a listed race, by the way. The Marton Cup, 2,200 metres. And Ronstadt is the favourite at 320. Gordon's at 480. Uncle third pick at 570. Semper Fidelis $7.80. They're the only ones under double figures. All right, line's taking good shape. And Tony Lee is getting ready for his call. Got the Caulfield numbers before we take you there. 7, 11, 12. Wonder Worker got up to run second. Yell third. 7, 11 and 12. Line's taking good shape at Awapuni. Let's pick up the trackside commentary team.
$1,000, first leg of a TAB double, and the third leg of pick 6. It's over 2,200 metres. And for his call, courtesy of Radio Pacific, here's Tony Lee.
So this is it, our main event, the Gallagher Group Marton Cup. $50,000 on offer. Wonderful stake. Listed status as well. Now Lava Lady has gone in. Gary Phillips looking across the line for the final time in the Gallagher Group Marton Cup. Lava Lady with an attendant alongside, as two Gordons. The gates are back and they're off and racing now. And Lava Lady was just a bit awkwardly away. Trigger given time to settle down near the inside as well. And Spunky Rhythm gets back a touch. Chum began very quickly. Right there is Real Vision. Ron starts coming across the from the outside. And Strauss's Delight's just in behind them when they settle down early. High Commander is the next as Real Vision takes over a circuit to make. Semper Fidelis settles down 7th, the length Cavallo Bruno. Flying West a little wider. Trigger back on the inside as they wheel out of the straight to Uncle. Gordon's back in transit now with Spunky Rhythm second to last, and Lava Lady was last of all. Running over towards the 1,500 metres in the cup, and Real Vision's the leader to Chum, who won't settle down second. And then on the outside, Ron starts well situated. Strauss's Delight next inside of High Commander as they make play up into the back of the track, 1,400 out. 2 lengths to Semper Fidelis. Cavallo Bruno is joining that on the outside, and then Trigger inside of Flying West. The next is Uncle back behind these runners as they move down the back of the track. Semper Fidelis, Gordon's rather, was next at the 1,200 metres to Spunky Rhythm, and Lava Lady was the last one. Pretty even work as Real Vision gallops over towards the 1,000 metres. Chalmers second and 2 lengths to Ronstadt. Strauss's Delight's getting a nice run, 4th on the inside, 2.5 to 3 lengths to High Commander and Semper Fidelis. A little more than a length Cavallo Bruno. Trigger the inside and Uncle the outside as they run off the back of the 800 metres. And then Flying West to Gordon's been set alight now. Spunky Rhythm is second to last as they come down the side, and Lava Lady was last of all. It's still Real Vision in front as they approach the 600 metres. Chum's only 3/4 of a length away. Ronstadt's right on them with Strauss's Delight. High Commander and Semper Fidelis come away from the fence, and then Cavallo Bruno to Uncle. Gordon's tracking up on these, and then Spunky Rhythm, Flying West as they go for home. It is still Real Vision. Eased out a couple of lengths on Chum now. Here's Semper Fidelis starting to run home, and Gordon's coming home strongly. Real Vision still in front. Charm and Semper Fidelis starting to draw it in. Real Vision, Semper Fidelis after it now. Cavallo Bruno's arriving the last little bit, but look at her try her heart out, and Semper Fidelis too good. Second, Cavallo Bruno. I think Real Vision just held third from fast finishing runs. Gordon's and Flying West back behind these runners. Lava Lady. The next home then has been Strauss's Delight. Further away, Chum Uncle.